Welcome to the Gearland. We're going to talk about the BluGuitar AMP1. What is the BluGuitar? It is this loud, full amplifier. It's got a tube in the power amp section, and it's about 100 watts, and it's super loud. That was which channel was that? The vintage channel, which sounds great. Here's the clean channel. And let's check out that vintage channel again. A little bit less gain. So I want to talk about how and why I use this thing live. As you can see, I've got all these great guitar amps around me, like I always do in this show. Can't take them out, you know, on the road or take them out to gigs as easily anymore, especially since we have the option now of these types of this type of gear. I mean, this thing weighs 5 pounds or less, 2 pounds, I don't know. And it's also got some other high gain. Have we got a camera on the unit itself, guys? Yeah. So it's also got a couple other channels. Let's just see what the most heavy channel is. I have the gain cranked. Let's just see what that sounds like. There it is. Great sustain from something with a solid state preamp. Let's check out the modern gain. Pretty awesome. 100 watts, 2 pounds. Pretty crazy. Tube in the power amp. Let's go check out the clean setting. Let's turn some reverb on. Check it out. It's got a reverb. Let's turn it all the way up and check out some cool reverb. I've got the volume here on the clean. That's the preamp volume, I'm guessing. Here's our master volume. Turn that up 12 o'clock. Let's turn that down a little bit. All right, so let's check out the clean and the reverb. So one thing I do, I use this thing live because I can't take my cool amps anywhere anymore. It just doesn't make any sense, especially when you have a 2-pound 100-watt amplifier that's got a tube in it. So check this out. I've got the Plush, what is this? The Valve Job by Fuchs. That's their Plush series. Okay, that's what that is. This is going into the effects loop of the BluGuitar. So I'm going to bypass the preamp section. Let's get this thing dialed in. 12 o'clock on the EQ. Let's turn this reverb down a little bit. Let's check out now our tube pedal in the effects loop. So we've got a tube preamp and a tube power amp, and everything weighs about 4 pounds total. Pretty crazy. It's sitting on top of a 30-pound 30-watt tube amp. So pretty amazing what technology has done. So I'm going to turn that up and get it back to normal. Get the level up here, tone up, gain down, touch all the way up. I'm sure the touch has something to do with the sensitivity of the tube amp, right? Let's see what that's like. Oh yeah. I'm going to do a little less gain. Really feels like one of my tube amps. Let's crank it up a notch. Let's crank the level here, a little bit more gain. Valve Job off. So, love the BluGuitar, love its clean sound, but when you give it the tube front end, it's a lot of push. Yeah, a lot of push. Like a tube amp that we all love, where your volume control really comes into play, you know? Okay, so this thing has a boost level on the top, a volume and a tone for the modern channel, a volume and a tone for the classic channel, a tone for the clean channel. They've left the controls out for the vintage because they really love the way it sounds, which is kind of based off one of the designer's Marshalls. The effects loop can go serial or parallel. It says serial. Is that series? Or parallel. Noise gate, metal, off, and soft. I've got it off. That's the BluGuitar.